Okay, so we're going to continue this playthrough of T-Pose and Jesus Christ. And, yeah, so I'm not going to be playing this as a Christian because I'm actually an ex-Christian. I'm going to offer some alternative perspectives on the story of Jesus Christos has presented in the Gospels, and you don't have to like it, but I'm a free American. This is my First Amendment right to affirmed right. It's actually a human right to speak the truth as I know it, and that's what I'm going to aim to do. This is the second part. I've already gone over one part. Oh, hold on a second. Let me take care of something here. Okay, I had to load up blueletterbible.org so that we could check the passages sometimes. And, yeah. So let's continue. I think where we left off, the chick angel was telling us we had to, I think, go see John the Baptist to be baptized for some strange reason. Who knows why? Because, like, baptism is, or immersion in water is only an initiation rite for someone who is either a Gentile converting to Judaism, or I think sometimes a backslidden Jew who's maybe participated in other religions may have to undergo a mikveh to become a Baal Teshuvah, that is a master of repentance. So that would be a case where a Jew is returning to Judaism in earnest and repenting of having dabbled in idolatry or basically Gentile ways of living. Otherwise, there's also the immersion in water in Judaism for someone who's preparing to go to the temple. Well, I'm not sure if that's required of someone who enters the court of the Gentiles or not. Of course, it's possible Jesus may have entered the court of Israel at some point. I'm not sure. I'd have to look into that. But anyway, let's continue. Make sure we're all good here. Yep, looks like we're good. Learn about John the Baptist. I have to leave the house. That's kind of a strange crosshair in the center there. I don't know why they chose that. Trying to look around to see if there's anything I can loot. So this is supposed to allude to Jesus being raised in the home of Joseph the carpenter, or I'm not sure, I think the word in Greek is tectone. like a technician, someone who makes things. So anyway, I'm gonna look around because, you know, artists have gone to the effort to construct all of these details in this game, and I like to appreciate their work, especially since I've been wanting a game that is set in the 1st century and is based on history. This, of course, is based on the Christian scriptures, which sometimes are not reliable history. But anyway.
Jesus wondered when his father had last seen John the Baptist.
So here the Jesus who is pictured as having all kinds of foreknowledge and esoteric knowledge from heaven now has to ask his father where John the Baptist is.
Hello, Jesus.
That's how your father greets you? Hello, Jesus? Father, I had a dream? Could say peace be with you. Did he... Wait! I didn't mean so long.
Hello, Jesus.
I was saying shalom aleichem as a greeting, not as a farewell. How do I select this? Oh, okay. Father, I had a dream. An angel spoke to me. He spoke of John. Where can I find him? Oh, so now
That is truly something, my son. May the Lord be with you. I don't know where John is. But go, ask Mary. She may know more.
Okay, so yeah, John doesn't know where, or Joseph doesn't know where John is. But he says go ask Mary, which is interesting because in Flavius Josephus, John is one of the resistance fighters, and he was waging war to supposedly defend the temple against the Romans and possibly also Simon. I forget whether it was John or Simon who had primary control of the temple during the siege. But it's interesting, the game says, you know, go to Mary, ask Mary where John is. Why would Mary know where John is if Joseph doesn't? That's kind of strange, but I think there's something in Judaism that says a woman is the first to notice when a new person has arrived. Anyway, can I go in all these buildings? No, can't go in here. Can't go in here. Assume I can't vault through the windows. I can't steal any fruit. That would be funny. So I gotta keep in mind this is our house if I ever come back to it again. Yeah, it's got no house number, so you better know your way around the neighborhood. Wasn't there someone right there? Where did they go? Who's this? What is it? Is that a leper? Continue your journey to unlock this miracle. I guess I have to come back. Can I hold down E? No. So, apparently this looks like a leper that I'm gonna heal later on, I guess. I think this is also our house, yeah. I'm going everywhere but where I'm supposed to go. I want to check everything out, you know. I don't want to pass up any magic amulets or, you know, something that might be a buff later on in the game. Like maybe an Uzi or a Galil. Oh, you're being so disrespectful. Come on, these designers are playing fast and loose with the dialogue in the Christian scriptures, so... But it is a question, though. Will this game, persuade anyone to become a Christian? Or to start going back to church? I don't want anyone to think that I'm mocking... I don't want anyone to think that I am mocking the moral benefits to society that Christian has been. Wow, how much of this is there? Because I don't think that America has improved as it has become a post-Christian society. I mean, at least morally. Because without the...
Did you see the new carpenter shop?
You talking about my house?
Please, go away from me.
Alright, this guy must be possessed by demons or something. Or maybe it's supposed to be like some, yeah, demon-possessed sinner. And that's why he can't bear for Jesus to be around him, supposedly. I mean, this is pretty impressive, like the size of these villages. How well modeled they are. And then the people just walking around Grand Theft Auto 6 style. Oh, there was a guy over there who was inverted for a second. Maybe it was just spawning in. Anyway, but it's still an impressive feat. And, so I'm taking a little time to appreciate the work that these developers have put into this game. Even though I don't necessarily agree with its portrayal of different events, objectively, I can admire the work that they've put into this. Because this is, as I've said, this is approaching the kind of game that I've wanted to play for a long time, which is the full political and religious topography of the first century. I'd love a game where I could travel.
The council speaks with one voice, but not all hearts within it agree.
Is she quoting a proverb? Or is she talking about the Sanhedrin? Yep, she's gone. I have no idea what you're talking about, lady. I don't know if there's a button to go up ladders or not. You know, it's, these homes look a bit like what you see in games that are trying to, portray Afghanistan. Except, I don't know... how much mud was used in the construction of these versus versus stones, you know. So again, the reason I was talking about John going to see Mary to find out about John is because John the resistance fighter, I believe, was defending the temple, and Mary, as I said in the last installment, episode, I believe her to be a personification of the temple. And I've gone at length in other places about this. One reason is because the ritual of the red heifer, the sacrifice of the red heifer, which opens up the possibility for other rituals in the tabernacle, it seems to be a memorial or commemoration of the life of Miriam the prophetess, the sister of Moses. And and Miriam is the Hebrew name that gets converted into Miriam or Mary in the New Testament. But look at this. This is just amazing. This world is something else. I'm really impressed by this. Even the lay of the land, I would suspect it to look more kind of arcadey, like Fallout New Vegas or something, but it looks pretty natural. So is this a fire over here? It kind of looks like fireworks rather than a fire. I guess it's just ember, what? Am I supposed to take this? Joseph's profession. Yeah, I already knew that. Thank you. Guess I'm supposed to open this up. Joseph, the early father of Jesus, was traditionally described as a carpenter tectone working with wood and stone. Now see, I've already said that it's my belief that Jesus is a literary disguise for Titus Flavius. Now Titus Flavius, I believe he is described with this very same word, tectone, in Flavius Josephus, in the construction of siege engines for laying siege to Jerusalem. And given that his father Vespasian engaged in this same kind of warfare, then I think it's proper to say that Vespasian was also a tectone. It says, in Nazareth, his skills were vital for building homes and tools. Jesus likely assisted him in this trade during his youth, gaining practical skills that influenced his later teachings, which often referenced labor and craftsmanship. This hands-on experience shaped his understanding of everyday life and work. I thought I was going to get like a magic hammer or something that I could beat someone over the head with. What do you call this? A lanai? There's another one. Well, that's pretty. But I'm not sure that Jewish clothing depicted representations of plants on them. But I'll leave that to an expert. Well, the foliage looks really nice in this game too. And here we have chickens. And we got a cow. I wonder if they had, like, dairy cows like that, or... Anyway. Let's go in. Sure, Mary would get a cutscene. I would imagine she would get a cutscene. Unless they're not even going... Oh, here we go. This is Mary?
What is it, my child?
Oh, you've... Let's see. Mary... You know, you gotta give them credit for actually going for a, not so beautiful Mary. Like... I mean, that... Typically, Mary is portrayed as a very beautiful woman. So I'll just drop this on her. Peace be with you, mother. An angel appeared to me in a dream and said, "The time has come. I must go and find John, my cousin. He is preparing the way." Now, the way in Judaism, the derech...
We have also been visited by angels throughout our lives. If the angel has spoken, you must follow. My heart has known this day would come.
Now, an angel in Greek means a messenger, and in Hebrew, malach, the word translated angel, also means a messenger. And that doesn't necessarily mean a heavenly messenger. I think most of the time it can mean just a messenger, a human messenger, you know. So a lot of this romanticization, I'll call it, of angels as heavenly beings, seen from a more historical perspective, these may actually just be human messengers. So, do you know where I can find him? This is the guy, again, who's supposed to have, like, all this heavenly esoteric knowledge and foreknowledge. Do you know where I can find him? Is he still out there teaching in the wilderness?
I was at the market the other day, and I heard the fruit stand seller, Joachim, talking to his friend about John the Baptist. It would be best to start your search there.
Jeez. Oh. Okay. Can I pause this? I can't pause? I guess I'm in a cutscene, so I can't pause. Because I've got something to say there. Okay. And then she's just running about. Where'd she go? Oh, okay, she's outside. Can I talk to her again?
Yes, my son?
Just the greeting. Peace be with you. Shalom Aleichem. Okay, so what I wanted to say is that here I am, I'm having to go Dick Tracy or something and try to figure out where John is. What? Was John the Baptist the cousin of Jesus? Yes, according to the Gospel of Luke and the Bible, John the Baptist and Jesus were related, often understood as cousins. Their mothers, Mary and Elizabeth, were kinswomen, and John was 6 months older than Jesus. Okay, so I don't know if the designers forgot about that. says, some theologians suggest they may not have been close while growing up, or that John didn't know Jesus' full divine identity. Of course he didn't, because that wouldn't have been part of Judaism. Until his baptism, they are consistently portrayed as family. So, like, I guess they're supposed to be estranged cousins, but then Mary talks about him in this game like he's a stranger, not family. So, yeah, that's a little strange. And the trees are really pretty in this game. Wow, look at that one. Is that a willow? You know, I'm kind of impressed by the work they've done on this game, because so many attempts have been made to make like a good Bible-based Christian game before, and they just come off as kind of super lame. And this is actually pretty darn decent, just for a game. Just the technology being used. Are we at the market? Oh yeah, that's why it's so noisy. Oh, look at this. A Roman's shield. I better not get bashed by that guard there. Check O in the codex. And I like they say codex instead of book. So, Roman occupation. During the time of Jesus, Judea was under Roman occupation following its annexation by the Roman Empire in 63 BC. The Romans exercised control through local rulers such as King Herod the Great and later his sons, but ultimate authority rested with Roman governors such as Pontius Pilate. This occupation brought heavy taxation and strict enforcement of Roman law, often causing resentment among the Jewish population. I think the tax was maybe a later thing. Was that in the last episode? We talked about the tax. But some of the provocations of Rome that led to the war in, was it 66 through 70 CE AD, were a cause of more of the resentment, because I'm not sure if the tax was really that big of a thing in the 30s, but I mean, I could look it up, but anyway, you could look it up too. I'm not being dogmatic about this. I'm just saying I'm not so certain about that. Tensions between the Romans and the Jewish people frequently flared up, leading to uprisings which eventually culminated in the First Jewish-Roman War. Yeah, that's because Rome was provoking the Jews to war, because they had their eyes set on the temple, but I think also part of what precipitated the war was the conversion of the Emperor Nero to Judaism, which no Christian or academic believes actually happened, but which Flavius Josephus in code confirms happened. So, anyway.
My spirit is weary, though my steps are steady.
And you sound like
I need to buy fresh bread for dinner.
Sound like a Brit.
I saw a caravan passing through this morning.
Okay. So they kind of need the NPCs to turn around when you talk to them. Like if I approach from this angle.
I need to buy fresh bread for dinner.
If I'm talking to you, tapping you on the shoulder, you should turn and look at me.
Jesus, gazing upon the wrecked stall, was consumed by thoughts. What happened here? Perhaps someone else has seen something significant. I'll ask around.
So, that was supposed to be Jesus walking around?
Move along! I heard there's a new rabbi teaching in the synagogue.
Heard there's a new rabbi teaching in the synagogue. I haven't been to the synagogue yet.
Even the wind seemed to pause when he prayed.
When who prayed? So I guess this is telling me it's within this circle here?
No man from our family has ever stood before the Sanhedrin.
Well, that's probably a good thing. Must be in here somewhere.
My spirit is weary, though my steps are steady.
Question the neighboring shopkeepers. Well, here's one over here.
Two people were arguing fiercely at the garden.
Yes? Oh, it was terrible. The Romans came here and literally destroyed Joachim's stall. They wanted to punish him for his ties to John's disciples. Joachim got injured, but managed to escape towards the sheep pen. I haven't seen him since.
Thank you for the information.
They judged her quickly, but none among them was without sin.
Oh, come on, that hasn't
You come
even
back
happened
here too
yet.
often. Who are you?
Yeah. You don't recognize your
I'm
general?
watching you, merchant. You're too nervous.
I'm not a merchant. With divine vision, you can uncover hidden clues and interactive objects to guide your journey. Using divine vision needs points of faith. Use left alt to use divine vision to find clues. How many-
Jesus found the place the merchant was talking about. He knew this was where he had to look for answers.
So what's this?
Jesus saw the blood and understood. It could only be Joachim's.
Well, that's nifty. Elspeth. High potential. Follow the shimmering trails, manifestations of your divine intuition to reach your destination.
The fig trees are bearing abundant fruit this season.
Well, that's good. More blood. I'm following a blood trail. Is Joachim dead? He sat down here. Nothing there. I don't know. What happened here? I think I'm out of faith points. Is this like some Harry Potter stuff here? Oh, there we go. I think I've already found that one. Follow the trail. I thought I did. I'm hitting the wrong button, I think.
Jesus! Oh, it's you! I'm relieved it's not the Romans.
They broke his nose.
The wound isn't serious. I'll manage. The Romans wanted to punish me for my ties with John's disciples. I escaped, but left my friend at the farm. Could you warn him? The Romans might go there.
I was just about to ask about John. I'll do it. Don't worry. Rest and stay safe.
Thank you, Jesus. John is somewhere along the Jordan River. His location changes often, though. My friend at farm should know more. He will guide you.
Now I gotta go to a farm. I guess this is to remind people...
This is the beginning of the good news about Jesus the Messiah, the Son of God. Long ago, Isaiah the prophet wrote, "I will send my messenger ahead of you. He will prepare your way." A messenger is calling out in the desert, "Prepare the way for the Lord. Make straight paths for him."
The fig trees are bearing abundant fruit this season.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I think I heard it from someone who looked just like you. I was saying, I think the game is reminding us what life was like before smartphones. And even before landlines, where you had to actually go around and talk to people to find out where someone was. You'd say maybe that'd make it easier for someone to get lost when they wanted to disappear, but then at the same time, people were probably more interconnected and communicated with each other a lot more just to stay informed. So, as you were heading off into the wilderness to disappear, there were probably people who saw you heading out that way. Hey, donkey. Is this his friend?
Peace to you, traveler. How may I serve you?
Seek the owner of this farm. My errand is urgent.
An urgent errand, you say? May I know the reason?
Come with a message from Joachim.
Then you have come to the right place. He is in the pantry beside the workshop, preparing goods for the market.
Who is? Joachim isn't.
Go in peace, and may your message reach him swiftly.
Is it over here? Check this door. Nothing in this door. Hey, goats! Goats is good people. The New Testament likes to act like goats are bad. You know, that you'd rather have sheep rather than goats. But for the Passover, you can actually use a kid goat. Not just a lamb. Isn't that interesting? A kid goat would actually be a suitable, fitting animal for the Passover.
Can I help you?
I must warn you about the Romans. They're all over the place, and they have been since 63 BC. I thought you might want that little bit of news. Peace be with you. Joachim sent me to warn you the Romans are in Nazareth, and they're targeting those thought to be followers of the Baptist.
Thank you for the warning. I will be cautious, as there are a lot of people who want him dead or believe that he is crazy.
Do you know where
Yes,
John
I
the
know
Baptist
him well.
is?
I've been following his work in the wilderness recently and was baptized by him myself. Are you seeking his location?
So that would make, from the Jewish perspective, that would make John's work one of two things. Since there is no Christianity yet to convert to, then either John would be making the paths of the Lord straight by having people engage in teshuvah, repentance, so then they would be getting immersed in water as part of the becoming a Baal teshuvah. The other alternate explanation that some scholars go with is that John had set up an alternate temple establishment, like, for example, maybe Qumran, and they were getting immersed for cleanliness, ritual cleanliness, for participating in temple rituals.
You can head out of town to the east near the market and continue following down the path and then enter the wooded area which leads to the Jordan River.
I don't have a compass.
You know what? I will help you get to John. Wait for me by the cart and I'll give you a ride part of the way.
Whoa! Traveling in style. It'll keep my Jerusalem stompers from getting so dusty.
The sun dipped low over the hills of Galilee as Jesus left Nazareth, riding in a merchant's wagon toward the valley of the Jordan. The road lay quiet, as though it led not only across stony tracks, but toward a moment that would alter the course of history.
Well, we have arrived. John should be by the river. It's no problem. I didn't come here just for you. I brought crops to sell. Pilgrims get hungry too. Good luck.
Okay, so I'll stop this session here. Our little Dick Tracy work looks like it's come to an end for now. And next we'll get ready to go talk to John.